Hello and welcome. I am Kamna and today we will see what a group means mathematically and how it is just a generalization of operations that we have already seen and hence nothing to be afraid of. We have already seen how functions behave in a particular way with the operations given. If you have not seen that video, click here. Alright, before we go to the theory, let's see some parallels in numbers and functions that we have already seen. Let's get started. So in integers, in the set of integers z with a strike, we have already seen that there is an operation called as a plus. How does this plus work? Is that if we take any element, any two elements, let's say 2 and 3, from this set, and we perform this plus operation on these two. Let's say 2 plus 3 is happening. What comes out we know is 5, but the specialty is it belongs to this same set. Okay, so what we are doing is we are operating two elements with our operation from a set and the resultant comes in the same set. This is something to be noted. Alright. In functions, what happens is, similarly, there is an operation called as composition that we have seen. Let's say that f is a collection of all bijective functions. Okay, bijective functions means we know they are 1, 1 and onto. It's a collection of bijective functions on some set x. Okay, and we define an operation called as a composition. Alright, so for two elements in this collection, f compose g will be defined for x element in capital X. This will be defined as f of g of x, and this will happen for each element. Alright, if f and g are bijective, then f circle g and g circle f both are defined and are bijective, hence they are in this set f. And this gives us a hint as to where we are going with the general structure. What we need is a set and an operation. Let's see what the rigorous definition of this is. So in general, what we need is a non-empty set G. G should be non-empty, and let's call operation as star. Star is a binary operation. A binary operation is nothing but a function from G cross G to G. So what happens is it works on ordered pairs of G, or we write for AB in G, A star B belongs to G. This is a binary operation. This is the main requirement for our structure group. We'll need a non-empty set G and a binary operation star. Now that we have the building blocks of group, that is a non-empty set G and an operation star, we will see what other properties are required to define it. The first property is called as associativity. Associativity. Okay, there are three different bijective functions in f which are defined on some capital X. Then we have H circle, F circle, G. These operated first. This will be same as H circle F circle G. This we have seen in part 2 of the function video. In numbers as well we have seen that if we have three different integers, let's call them x, y and z, they can be any integers, and they behave like this. X plus y plus z, if we add these two first and then add x, it will be the same as this operation. If we add these first and then add z, it will give the same resultant. This property is called as associativity. The second important thing that we have seen in numbers and functions was the identity function. I of x is equal to x. That means I does not change anything much. And we can easily verify that it is a member of f as well. For f in this, we can verify f circle I is equal to I circle f is equal to f. Let's see if this happens or not. For an element in x, let's operate this function on x. What happens is, by the definition of composition, this becomes f of I of x. We know that identity function doesn't change anything about the element, so this will be f of x. This is equation 1. Again, for any x, I circle f of x, this becomes I of f of x. This is by the definition of composition. And I of anything is that thing, so this becomes f of x. So from 1 and 2, we can say that I circle f is equal to f circle I, and they are same as f. In numbers, can you tell me which number acts like this? If we add that number to any number, we get the same resultant. That is right, it is 0. For 0 in integers and x in integers. X can be any integer. It can be 0, it can be non-zero. What happens is 0 plus x is same as x plus 0 and it is same as x. So the same thing is happening. If we operate one element with this 0 from left side or right side, we get our main element that we already took. So 0 is the identity element in integers. So this is what we saw. We saw there is an element in integers as well as in the collection of functions, which when operated with any element gives out same element. Let's talk about the opposites. What happens in numbers? In numbers, if we have 2 and we add minus 2, 2 and minus 2 are kind of opposites. If we add 2 and minus 2, it gives the resultant 0. Remember that 0 is the identity. For any number x, for any integer x, there is minus x in integers such that x and minus x, when added together with our main operation, gives the identity 0. Can this be seen in functions as well? Well, yes. In bijective functions, inverses do exist. That's why we took the bijective functions. Please note that the bijective word is very important here. Not every function has an inverse. So for f in our collection of bijective functions, there will always be a function in f such that f circle g will be equal to I. This will be the same as g circle f. So if we left composite to f or we write composite to f, it doesn't matter. The composition will always be identity. We can see the examples also. If fx is 2x, let's say, and gx is 1 by 2x. If we perform f circle g of x, that gives me f of g of x. G of x we have known is 1 by 2 times x. Now f of any quantity is twice that quantity. So we just have to multiply this by 2 and we get x. This can be written as I of x. So in conclusion, we can say that, and this is happening for every x, right? So in conclusion, we can say f circle g is I. Similarly, we can prove I is equal to g circle f also. Now that we have seen the parallels, let's go to the rigorous definition of group. In a group, as we already know, a non-empty set G and a binary operation is required. Let's start with the definition of group. If G is a non-empty set and star is a binary operation defined on G, then G together with star is called as a group if following 4 properties are satisfied. Closure just means that for any element A and B in G, we should have their operation also in G. Second property, yes, we know, associativity. So for any 3 elements A, B and C in our general set G, we should have A star B star C with this parenthesis. This must be equal to A star B star C. This is called as the associative property. Associative property is usually taken for granted, but it is a very important property. Third property is existence of an identity element. There exists an identity element in G which behaves for each element in G. We should have E star A equal to A star E. The resultant will always be A. And the fourth one, yes, you have guessed right, it is existence of inverse element for each element in G. So every element A in G should have an inverse. We denote this inverse by A to the power minus 1. In general, whenever we define operation as multiplication, we write the inverses or opposites as A inverses only. Whenever we use plus, we write minus 1 as the inverse. Minus A as the inverse, I'm sorry. There should be an A inverse in G such that A star A inverse and A inverse star A, this should be equal to identity element E. In general, the group is just a non-empty set with a binary operation star which follows the following properties as closure, associativity, existence of an identity element inside the group, and existence of inverse element for each element in G. In general, functions do not show a commutative way. What it means is, in general, f circle G is not always equal to G circle f. Is it true for bijective functions? You can verify by yourself. It is an easy exercise. In numbers also, we see for any 2 integers, x plus y is always equal to y plus x. This, in general, is not true for all the operations on all the sets. Hence, there is a different property called as a commutativity. If the commutativity is present, the group is said to be a commutative group. Let's see what it rigorously means. For any 2 elements A and B, if A star B is equal to B star A, then the group G star is commutative group or abelian group. Of course, there are numerous other examples of group set R. And let's delete a number that is 0. So this is the set of all real numbers except 0. Let's take an operation product, multiplication. Let's see if this is a group or not. What happens when any two non-zero real numbers are multiplied together? We get a non-zero real number. So for any A and B in this set, this product, or as we say AB, also belongs to the same set. Let's call this set as G. That will be much easier for us. So G is closed under multiplication. The second thing we already know, A multiplied by B multiplied by C is same as A multiplied by B multiplied by C with the changed order. If we change the order, the product still remains the same. So it is associative also. What about the identity? What is that one number which multiplied with any number we get the same number? Any guesses? Yes, it is 1. 1 is such a number in G such that for any real number A multiplied by 1 or 1 multiplied by A, answer will always be A. And since the operation is multiplication, the opposites or inverses will just be reciprocals. Remember that we have deleted 0 for just this reason, because 0 does not have a reciprocal. 0 cannot be in the denominator of anything. For any A in G, 1 by A is just the A inverse such that A into 1 by A will be 1. This will be same as 1 by A into A. Non-zero reals with multiplication does form a group. We can think of numerous other examples for group. A few of them which are very interesting we will take in the next video. I will tell you how our clock, our wall clock, is related to this theory of groups. That's it for today. I hope you understood the concept of group. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Like and share with your friends. Comment below with your opinions. See you in the next one. Bye.